Madaktari hamna hata apita hata odini hata mmoja hamna anayepita odini. Odini hamna anayepita hata mmoja. Watu vifua vinatubana ni moyo, tatizo la moyo, lakini hakuna cha dawa wala madaktari wala nini hamna. Kwa mimi naona tu hapa kuamua moja kwenda wizarani tu, kwenda kulala huko.
Hali mbaya kwa kweli. Hali sio nzuri, madaktari wamegoma hasa. Watu hatuna dawa na sister anakuambia siwezi kukuandikia dawa kwa sababu mimi sio daktari. Madaktari ndio wamegoma. Kwa hiyo sisi ndo tunalia na serikali yetu na tuua jamani, wagonjwa ndo kama hao wengine unaona wameungua pale hapo vitandani. Hali ile itakuwaje?
Tunaumia. Kama ni serikali basi iamue tu kutoa uamuzi kwamba sisi mpaka sasa hivi kama uamuzi wa kuifungwe afadhali ifungwe, kama itakuwa wafanye huduma basi watoe huduma na sisi tupate matibabu. Kama hivi niko na hili dude langu mpaka leo naumia, linaniumiza kila siku.
Mimi nasema hivi, kwa utaratibu ambao madaktari wanaendelea nao, waendelee hivyo, serikali iwasikilize kilio chao. Wawape pesa wanayotaka madaktari, wapewe haki yao.
The unraveling of such terrible scenes started with a seemingly harmless decision by 221 medical interns at Muhimbili National Hospital to down tools on Tuesday, 3rd of January 2012. They were pressing the government to pay overdue monthly allowances of 176 million shillings. These allowances are the only source of income. Later, this seemingly mild action developed into a full-fledged strike that may have led to untimely deaths. What follows is a summary of the events that led to this historic and tragic strike in Tanzania in 2012. Following a brief 2-day strike, the medical interns returned to work on the 5th of January after the government paid their arrears. However, a new line of contention started as the interns were served with dismissal letters and were accused of breaching their contracts. This action by the government was met with a public outcry. As a result, the government transferred them to lower-level hospitals on 9th of January. But the relationship by then had started deteriorating. Between 8th to 14th of January, there were unsuccessful attempts at discussion between the Medical Association of Tanzania, MAT, and Deputy Minister for Health, each side accusing the other of not honoring agreement on a place to meet. A series of exchange of orders and statements was at the same time happening from both sides through the media. On 24th of January 2012, the medical doctors declared a countrywide strike, vowing not to go back to work until when the government meets their demands or provides commitments in writing. So this series of events begs the question, what were the exact demands of the medical doctors? A list of demands had been submitted in writing to the Ministry of Health as part of their condition to return to work, and is as follows. 1. An increase of salaries from 940,000 to 3.5 million shillings. 2. An increase of on-call allowances from 10,000 to 10% of the proposed new salary of 3.5 million shillings. 3. Increment of risk allowance to 30% of the new proposed salary increment of 3.5 million shillings. 4. Hardship allowances, which is 40% of the proposed salary increment of 3.5 million shillings. 5. A request for health insurance, with namely the green card. 6. A call for the resignation of the minister, deputy minister, permanent secretary of the Ministry of Health, and the government chief medical officer for failing to solve doctors' problems and abusing the doctors. 7. Improvement of the medical services in public health facilities. That is, the government has to provide for essential drugs, essential supplies, and enough beds for patients in hospitals. Eventually, a meeting between the Ministry of Health and doctors took place. However, the parties failed to reach an agreement, and instead the doctors demanded to meet the Prime Minister.
Maelezo yatoa kuhusu internship kwamba internship wale ambao walipangiwa Muhimbili afu baadaye wakabadilishwa tumewarudisha kama maombi yao yalivyo bila masharti yoyote, na stahiki zao zile watalipwa. Alafu lingine tumewaomba tafadhali kwa niaba ya Watanzania warudi makazini kesho. Wakati tunajadili mjadala huu, tumeanza forum nzuri, tumekutana na official sasa tuanze tuendelee na mjadala huu, lakini wao warudi makazini. Tanzania wengi wanaumia. Watanzania wengi wanaumia ambao sio makosa yao, ni sisi. Kwa hiyo haya tumeambia warudi kazini haraka kuwasaidia Watanzania. Sio ndio kubwa. Kwa hiyo tunapeleka taarifa yao kwa Waziri Mkuu.
On the same day, the Prime Minister ordered the doctors to immediately go back to work, arguing that their strike was illegal and the government did not have sufficient funds to meet their demands, especially salary hikes from 940,000 to 3.5 million shillings. He gave the doctors an ultimatum, setting the following day, which is 30th of January 2012, as deadline for them to go back to work if they intended to keep their jobs. The doctors ignored the Prime Minister's ultimatum, while some reported at their workstations signed attendance books but did not work. No one was fired. On Tuesday, 31st of January 2012, the government deployed 16 medical doctors from the army to Muhimbili National Hospital, who were placed in the emergency unit. The nurses refused to cooperate with them, while most of them had no experience in using some of the machines. Services in public hospitals kept on deteriorating, leading to nurses and specialist doctors complaining that work was becoming difficult for them, as the doctors from the army were not sufficient to provide services at Muhimbili, which has more than 100 doctors. The problem of shortages and unavailability of doctors in other units and hospitals was not attended to. By the time the parliament started on the 31st of January 2012, the strike had already spread to other regions such as Dodoma, Kilimanjaro, Mbeya, Mwanza, while go-slow was reported in many hospitals. During this opening session, Honorable Zito Kabwe, Chadema MP of North Kigoma, raised the issue in parliament, requesting, as a national emergency, that the government present a report on the strike by doctors. On the same day, 31st of January, Legal Human Rights Center and Sikika joined forces and called for a press conference, issuing a joint statement titled Hali ya mgomo wa madaktari na haki ya kuishi.
Kwanza kwa haraka sana warudi mezani kushughulikia tatizo la mgomo wa madaktari na kwamba wasitumie ubabe. Hili swala haliwezi kwenda kwa ubabe, na sasa tuna ushahidi na serikali imeona kwamba amri waliotoa juzi kwamba jana warudi hospitalini hawajarudi.
Fedha wanazodai ni kubwa sana. Hizi fedha zinazoitwa ni kubwa sana, wamezichambua vipi wakaona ukubwa wake? Na kama ni kubwa sana, si wakae waongee, kwa sababu kwenye mambo ya ajira huwa tunaongea.
As the situation continued to worsen, 2nd of February, Ubungo Member of Parliament Chadema, Honorable John Mnyika, started immediately by pointing out that the agenda of the day included in the parliament was the statement of the government about the doctor strike. Honorable Dr. Faustine Dugulile, CCM MP of Kigamboni, also advised the parliament to discuss the issue as it was getting out of hand. And again, Chadema MP of Ubungo, Honorable John Mnyika, supported the idea. But despite these repeated calls from the members of parliament, Deputy Speaker Job Ndugai refused to grant floor for discussion to take place, claiming that the majority of the members of parliament were not in support.
Na kwa kweli Mheshimiwa Ndugulile na Mheshimiwa mbunge wa Ubungo wametumia kanuni hii vizuri, kwamba tufikirie jambo hilo la kuahirisha shughuli zote ili tujadili jambo hili muhimu la mgomo wa madaktari. Tatizo ni moja tu, kwamba walipotoa hoja zao hazikuungwa mkono. Kwa hiyo katibu, tunaendelea